This is not the GOAT. This is not the GOAT. You want to see the real GOAT? If you want to see who's the real GOAT, I'll show you a real GOAT. I'll show you a real GOAT.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Dora de la 4K, your 4K destination, bringing new content, K version, and today, and today, guys, I'm in memorial service at COBRA, as you all know. As you all know, he passed on. May his soul rest in peace. So, I'm in the State Theater right now. I'm in the State Theater, and come on, they invited me. They were like, Simon the 4K, please come to the memorial service. I was like, I'll see what I can do, because I'm also writing, so I'll just see what I can do. They're like, okay, cool, we'll see you with your schedule. So right now I want to enter, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Let me go see my people. Why? Reason. I'm in baby seat. No, I think that's something cool.
It is not me. It is not me. It is Ecclesiastes. Yes, Ecclesiastes did say to everything there is a season.
2 hours later.
Did say to everything there is a season and time to every promotion. A time to be born, a time to die.
A few moments later.
Dumelang bagolo le kae? La tsoga. Ke tshepa gore la tsoga. Ga ke tsamaye ke le mongwe ke tsamaya le sephalaphala. O sushiri ke kopa gore o itsise batho ba rona gore ke re le go tsamaya.
Ke tlo thoma pele ka amogela ba tšhonya gae sorry ke a amogela family. I welcome friends, I welcome colleagues, I welcome fans, I welcome South Africa. Thank you for loving us. Welcome to the tribute of a man I deeply loved. Mwanake, Bafi, Mokweba, Kobrizi Wali master linguist, conduit of the proletariat. And yes, he was a conduit of the proletariat. Mwanake was an emperor of joy, and we were his subjects. Oh, we loved South Africa. Ra go leboga Presley, ra go leboga Kobrizi, ra le leboga setšhaba gore amogela le gore rata. Having said that, gompieno ba gaetsho re tlile go celebrate go mo gopola go tshega go fana lerato go motsana. Time is not on our side, so we are going to be swift with this. We are going to have an opening hymn by Tshwane Gospel Choir, but in the meantime re tla kopa gore Ntate Reverend Mogomotsi, Dr. Sibongiseni Mkhize, gore le tle mo stage gore he hibi fela e be le gore le nna le kgaufi gore le tseye sebaka sa lena ra leboga the hymn can start.
As we can see that it's overly packed today, and understand that because of what's amazing. So we just want to ask for a bubble that close to the doors to ensure that there's enough space just for safety reasons. But also today, let's be jovial, let's be happy.
Yes.
Because you know the vibes, you know. And for anyone who grew up at Seba Presley, this particular theater in 2003, where we were performing Hamlet, is where he was discovered by Muning Lee before he went to Tsotsi. So this is kind of like things just coming back home, to come and start our careers as actors. So we really just want you just to come and enjoy the journey with us. With our speakers, if they really could just come on stage. And please, colleagues, please bear with us. The program will run a bit long, but it will be fun. It will be fun.
It will be massive.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I want you to jump. Get ready, get ready.
On the level,
Doctor?
Ke mongwaketsi ka tsalo ela ke setlogolo sa barolo moša go tshwana ela le ngwana o mollo mongwe ko gae nna le re sa bone a jam. Like I said, I heard one of them calling him that he was a jam. Kwa rona ona tshwana le ngwana o mollo mongwe ibile nagaska ata arbansa ore ne se jam ana o te mosha tshwara go ke re batla go itlhaba ona ta go a tshwara go itlhabiwa ela se ke tla go shawa molape hela ya lo gaisi a tsabe a theka something of class ha ka isipia ya lo gore maybe a is of a certain standard no le ngwana hela like I said wa mo gae mo ba bo mo tla ba mitsa ba re ke tobetsa ba bo ba re ke magina a mafatso a ro ga ke a tlhalosa yana ba gaetso lena tobetsa totalo o le kreile ko motseng kwa go le sente ko phola le ramsadi totalo le tswale le ko sekolo ko letsatsi is one of the science schools at home back in Mafikeng. So the colleagues they didn't want to call him Presley, they just said his press. Como se mbara hona press ya sepe utubit. And then kanti na le shawale mo dinepensa ona le mo a phela ga tshwere a pere berete ala itsore e tswa kae lo right ka le tlhalosetse ka berete o inheritile ke boswa itse a mama ga mogolo a sna a tlhokofala so se moshawile nga se kopa o ikopetsela berete a ka lwela bo dikolo ya re na ke tsa go le tsa ga o mama go sa plate o ya go pala berete. So you see him most of the time beret la mosha bile ra le ba gore lina la ka la lete kwa ge mosha o re mbitse mosha ke ka gore o belege ka 1984. That was the year that was declared the year of the youth. So that was the time when Mosha was born, hence we call him Mosha. With those little words, Mosha, Hamakathe, Abakahle sizubuya sidibane. Ke a leboga bagolo. Jeremiah, Isaiah, and so forth and so forth. It's going to get deeper. This young man here, his name is Kevin Hood. You can tell he's quite a youngster. He's the man that discovered the leading man. In case many of you do not know, Moshe was a born leading guy, right? Every single show that we did from 1996, whether Jack in the Box, Midsummer Night's Dream, King Lear, and then the play that got him discovered when we were performing Hamlet, right here at the Momentum, was the one that then connected him to Munin, and then from there, Kevin, you took over. So tell us how that experience was of discovering this excellent performer, actor,
Good morning. Amazing celebration of an amazing man. When the late Moon Yin Lee, who many of you will know, our casting director on Tsotsi, first suggested that I audition Presley, I confess I had never heard of him. I didn't know him. But Moon Yin had seen him, I believe, in this theater, and she could not take her eyes off him. And she said to me, "You must see this young man." We were auditioning for Tsotsi. He was only, I think, 19, and he had never been in a film before. But she said what she saw and what I and so many other people came to see as we worked with him was that he possessed that very rare quality that defines really great acting. And what is that quality? It is an ego-free instinct for raw emotional honesty. Ego-free honesty. Presley intuitively understood how to move through a scene, moment by moment, by watching and listening with his entire being, not just his ears, but his body was listening not only to his fellow actors, like the wonderful Kenneth, but to his own inner vibration. Sanford Meisner once said that acting is behaving truthfully in imaginary circumstances. and that was Presley. He didn't show emotion. He allowed it to exist honestly, vulnerably, in front of us. He didn't act. He listened, and he allowed the story of the character he was telling to just be seen through him. In a world where so much is fake, manufactured, overproduced, narcissistic, Presley's raw talent was real and humble and truthful. That's what made his performance in Tsotsi so unforgettable. He knew that acting isn't about being in the spotlight. It's not about being famous. It is about being truthful in a space that a cast and crew create together, a space of mutual support. Presley didn't perform for the camera. Rather, he just allowed us to witness what he was genuinely grappling with, struggling to find the soul of this young man that he was bringing to life. And in doing that, he gave Tsotsi a soul. He gave Tsotsi his soul. And so I want to reiterate something. I want to reiterate something, that the Oscar that I was privileged to collect on behalf of Tsotsi was not awarded to me as the director. It was awarded to our film, to a collective effort, to everyone who involved themselves and gave themselves to that story. And no one gave themselves more than Presley. He carried the heart of the film without ever trying to steal one frame. He elevated all of us around him. And witnessing him reveal the humanity of Tsotsi, scene by scene, day by day, brought us all closer together.
A man that embraced Tobetsa Wansafitla Mona Mojosi. So, Makenzo, Tabakwena Manishu.
Mama, Sadi Bana, cousins, everybody, that's kissing. They're not little show. I met Presley when that young man who's now grey, and I'm grey, did the movie called Tsotsi. And you know, everybody goes on about Tsotsi. It was his first movie. It was also my first movie, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it was also my very first movie. I was doing a lot of television and all that. But I was never going to allow you to look at me and think this one. Because I got an ego, they want to talk about. That's one man in my ego. That boy liked to play. That boy believed in what he was doing. So when I met him as a young man, I met Terry, I met Zenzo, I met Mutusi, and I was playing with these young human beings who just loved what they were doing. And then he carried the whole story. And with your help, I must say, he carried the whole story. I cannot imagine as a 19-year-old having to sit or act in one scene with Prachere Mufokeng, 9-9 like that. Or Nambitampu Mulwana, or Rapulana Sipimo, or Ian Roberts, or GP. You know, he was young and he trusted himself, he trusted his instincts. I think there was a big uproar in Soweto at some point when Tsotsi came out and they're like, hey, Tsotsis don't sound like that. I can imagine about Tsotsi from Soweto must sound like Zola 7. I tell you about Tsotsi behind, Mama Hike. That was authentic. That's how people loved him, and that's why people fell in love with that character. That's why people really connected to the character, because he was that guy. Very authentic, right? Kusuwa great, as long as you put Nkulunkulu uJesu, bazali, sizoba great. Sizovuka vye. Oprah Don uvayile savuka. Oprah Patrick Dove uvayile savuka. Oprah Patrick Shayo uvayile savuka. Mamkhona Chuma uvayile savuka. Baningi abazovaya. Sizoba great as long as sibeka uNkulunkulu phambili. As long as President Republic will all be okay. Well, all the artists that have worked with Presley, because I promise you right now, a lot of people are jealous that they've worked with that man. Because it's such an easy thing to work with. And talking about that, I can see Harriet and JP there. Do you know that Donovan Marsh, who directed Number, wanted me to play that role at place? Who convinced him otherwise? Who did? But I was supposed to play that role. If it was you, Harriet, yeah, you never liked me. But it did a marvelous job. It did an amazing job. And thank you, Stu, thank you, Israel. You guys were there all the way. Siyabonga, condolences. Please, shout out one more time to President Senior High and Muning Lee. A big round of applause. Thank you.
Harriet, I'm not sure. That's not true. But you were supposed to play that part. I have to do these things that people normally do at funerals, because where somebody has parked where they're not supposed to park. That kind of vibe. So please just bear with me as I ask for registration MG 57ZZGP level 2 -2. Can you kindly just go down your car? You've left your lights, so we don't want to be pushing cars, while we are mourning. It's going to be very difficult.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
So I'd like to also just to call on Stu Momchali. I did very well. So gentlemen, please, MG 57ZZ -2. Please don't forget. So gentlemen, I got Lamzeba Maïs. Yeah, original GP. And then you can follow Arona KZN. All about Chima. About Shama Bayana Varnaga is smiling about Sparrows. My name is Israel Mateke Zulu, aka GP, my orange, the ghetto professor. Yeah, straight to the point. You are all welcome. I acknowledge everyone who's here. Political members, colleagues, superstars. I know all the superstars, they wish this was my funeral. I want to be buried like this. You see? Yeah, but let me challenge the nation. We need to organize this kind of festivals to honor people whom we believed they've done very well in this world. You don't have to wait for somebody to depart.
Yeah, I wish you can organize a festival for me like this one before I depart. And the others. Yeah, but rest in peace, Chweni Achaye. Condolences to the family, the kids, the wife, and everybody. In closure on my side, we met during the casting of Tsotsi. That's when I met Monin Lee. And then I was also auditioning, but I didn't get the main character. Then I was supplying the talent. All the kids in the pipe are my kids. I've been running a school of acting in Alexandra.
Yes.
So Monin asked me a question and said, how do you know when there's a big film in the country? Because I'm the #1 here. Then I said, I believe in faith. Everything I was born for will come to me.
Yes.
Then she said, I'm going to tell the director to put you on the film now. It was also my first film. After the film, I hunted for Christy to become my friend. He was also wearing the jacket from the set. Then I've introduced him to other platforms, and then we work together. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Ngithanda nje ukubingelela umndeni, uqala ngomndeni. Cha sikhala nani aninodwa. My first film with Presley was Inamba Namba. I was just thinking, all this time, the first time I met him, I met someone that I admired from watching Litoti, from seeing him on the stage. And to work with him is a masterclass of its own. When you work with somebody you admire, it's something else, because a part of you wants to prove to them that you are capable and you are worthy of being in their space. And with Presley, there was none of that. We clicked immediately just by sitting down. I remember even when we were discussing the script, building Inamba Namba, how he saw the idea of the police force, because it was about that. We wanted to show that, yes, there is corruption in this country. We know that. But there are good cops. And we wanted to show that we as artists are accountable, so are they. So we wanted to tell a really good story about two good cops, which was something that we never see. And Presley, how he thought about shoes made me really think about why I'm doing what I'm doing. He has a way of making you understand the moments in each frame, and it's a gift, that. And for him to able to explain each frame is another, it's a godly gift, and it's a skill that one develops in time. But he was young, he's actually younger than me, but I always called him Mekhutman because he paved the way for me. And coming here today, I wasn't just thinking about Presley, but I was thinking about his son. I was thinking about what it is to lose a father and not to have a father at home, which is something now that most of us grew up with. I'm fortunate I don't have that. My father's still alive, so I've had time to talk to him about this moment. And one thing I want to say to you, young man, yes, you lost a father, now you have to take up his shoes. Don't be bitter. Don't be angry. Don't be sad. But feel those emotions. It's on you now. You have to carry this family. Help your mother. Help her. She needs you now. But they're here. They're here for you. I lost a friend here. I know, sometimes we work with a lot of artists and you think to yourself, Yo, I ain't so certain another moon, you know. And Presley gave us hell. You know, AJ, he gave us hell, but he always showed up. And I want you to show up. You're gonna hear a lot of things about your father, of course, you're gonna hear this and that. But he was a man. He was a man, and he was a good man. I want you to hold that. He was a good man. He paved the way for us and many other artists. And I know a lot of people are gonna miss COBRA. And I urge the production company not to give up on it. Keep playing it. Make another season. Make another season for him. Stinging cities. Aiken cities. Stinging cities. And those actors on that show are giving it everything. They're giving it everything. Yeah, well, but let's do it for him. And yeah, hopefully, inamba so you is. Nah, suspected. Sure. So she is. So to the family, I pray for you every day. I keep you in my prayers. Please keep God in there. Young man, it's on you now. Hold strong.
To his family, to the friends, and everyone who loved him, my deepest condolences. Presley will be missed, but his legacy lives on in every frame that he graced. Kia leboga.
I'm going to say just my next. I'm Presley's role model. You can see the suit. The way we dress. Okay. I know some other people are on set. Brother Owen Sijake, Mambani. I've seen Warren Masemula in the crowd. G8, Salute, Subin Boy, Brendan Daniels. Another friend of ours is not here because he wake up with a serious flu. Who have stand as the spokesperson of the family, Mr. Skoda. I saw Masocha, Caesar, Kennis. You are acknowledged. Everyone is acknowledged. Thank you, Salute.
Good day, everyone. I greet you all in that precious name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm PJ, I am a director, and so before I start talking a little bit about Presley, I wanted to acknowledge his family, his real family, and secondly, I want to acknowledge his actor family. So can I ask all the actors in the room to please stand up?
Yeah, man. So,
how many positions are selected in a beauty pageant? Beauty what? Pageant, the Charlie contest, man. 3. How many referees do we have in a soccer match? 1 and 2 linesmen. How many? 3. How many counts determine a win in a wrestling bout? 3. Up to how much can a count? 3. How many sides make a triangle? 3 sides. How many dots indicate that the speech still goes on? 3, Charlie. The psychological window of a human being is divided into how many parts? 3 parts, Charlie. Into how many parts is your birthday divided, Charlie? Day, month, and year, Charlie. How many? 3. Your death date? 3, Charlie. What is a person studying? What's 21 years old? 2 plus 1 makes 3, Charlie. Why, Charlie? Because 21 is a thick bunch of his years. 7 years of hunger. And 7 years of when shall we meet again? Never get put in a well of fire. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Charlie. Did Jesus? How many? Charlie, the cock, Charlie.
and how many times?
You have one job, right?
How many crucifixes were there in Hobart? 3 times. With how many nails was he nailed on that cross? 3 nails, Charlie. How many heavenly idol balls do we have? The sun, the moon, and the stars. How many? 3, Charlie. And how old is your son, Wena? Three. And how many are we here? 3 fortunes. No, 3. 3 fortunes. Agaloo presents.
Yes,
Agaloo Buffett. Johnson Kawadila Buffett. Chale. Rivalina Chale. Agaloo presents. Agaloo Buffett. Kawadila Chale. How many positions are selected in a beauty pageant?
Oh yes. Oh yes. How many of you are about to come on stage, Charlie? How many? 3, Charlie. So this man here, he was the drummist on the show Southern Voice. The man in Mono Nasha Padi dance and said, we went to Exile together in 1970. But anyway, it's not the point. So Charlie 1. Charlie Y, Charlie X, Kopaleke on stage in just to honor our men, as this is the foundation of where this man started. So Chuck, Tobeta Wanakala Matisa more than once on the show, Charlie. Kio.
Dumela. Ke nna Chuck Shisana wa Sekgobela. I can prepare any speech. Not because I didn't want to, but because I just couldn't. I'm going to be very brief. And I won't say much about the life we shared, le press, because I'll take forever. Mara ke batla go starta ka gore go mme tshwenya gage. Mama askis ka itse a gona mantswe a ka irang gore o utlwe any other way, but askis to Charlene and the boys, Nai, to Geli, Skido, Hao, Askis, and to the fans, friends, and the industry at large. We lost a giant. An artistic genius, but the show must go on. And to Tobeta, magnifique, le deep, le rice, all easy. Unkawati le lady, unkawati le blind. Past 8 days were the longest, where nothing was working. Really, none of this is making sense to me. You were more than a colleague or a friend. To me, you were like a brother. But hey, bothata ka modimo tshwanetse rona ya amogela ka mokgwa e leng ka teng so ke re rest in peace fanaka till we meet again sing enough
lebitso la ka ke Thabiso Ramotsela. I played Presley Chonyagae's son on the river. Yeah, I did. Man, I miss him so much. I remember the first time I got the call. It was so hard for the person to tell me, like, yo, bro, like, what that place? Like, what's up? It's like, what do you mean? Who's the guy? It's like, bro, he's dead. And I feel like it's so unfair. It hurts so much. Because as much as not my father, he's my dad, man. That man raised me. That man raised me, he took care of me. When things got hard on sets, on youngings or Blood Lazy, he would call me, make sure that I'm okay. He'd be like, boy. I know I don't express myself a lot, but I got you. I got you and I want you to know that I'm gonna be here, right here, with you 24/7. For those that have experienced that press on set, I got to change. I got not funky.
One eternity later.
Hey wena, ngithi hayi ukudla kuyeza kanti lutho. Kanti sidla nini? Bayahlafuna. Okay, guys, that's the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching. But being honest, dog, this was a sad one, okay? This was a sad one. So from me to you, Dog de la Fontaine, signing out. Peli Ramon man vision. Hey, Peli man. From me to you, spoiler for. I'm signing out.